guys, this is Christy from Pro in the Home. Today I'm going to share with you a new feature that is going to help you save time on your eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, or Etsy business. You heard it right. This tool is going to change your business. It is a tool that is going to help you cross-post your listings. So if you have a pair of shoes listed on eBay and you want to also put them on Mercari or Poshmark, or you have a piece of jewelry that you want to send from Etsy over to eBay or Mercari or Poshmark, this tool is going to help you do it seamlessly. And I am so excited to share it with you because I've been testing it out and I love it. It is saving me so much time in my business that I'm able to get other things done instead of having to sit there manually from post to post and change things like download images and upload images and copy and paste things out of one listing and put them into another. This is going to change your business. It's called List Perfectly, and it is a paid-for subscription. You pay for it monthly, but I'm telling you, it is worth the investment. And we're not talking a heavy investment here. Depending on what you want it to do, it's fairly inexpensive for what it does. So let me tell you all about it. In fact, let me show you about it. And if you decide it is something that you're interested in, at the very end of the video, I'm going to share with you a code that's going to save you 30% off your first month. So pay attention, take a look at it, and see if it's something that you might think will help your business. Here we go.
Okay, let's get started. If you go to listperfectly.com, you're going to find at the very top of the screen products, help and news, and account. If you hover over help and news, you're going to be able to find guide to list perfectly. This guide shows you everything you need to know to get started with List Perfectly. So let's take a look at the fields here of what you're going to find. There's a quick start guide. You can install the software, which is a Chrome extension that you're going to use. You're going to be able to cross-post from List Perfectly as well as from marketplace to marketplace. So you can actually put products in List Perfectly and then put those products in several different stores or different selling platforms. It has an entire management system. You can find information on your account, some tips on doing photos. You can become a referrer, and you can understand some of the settings in the extension. If you haven't used Shopify, it'll also walk you through the Shopify setup process. So let me show you exactly what it's like when you go to the setup guide. So it's going to tell you in the setup guide that there's two ways that you can cross-post. One is from List Perfectly to the marketplace, and that's where you can store your inventory on List Perfectly and then put it in bulk to any of the selling platforms that you're going to use. And it walks you exactly step by step how to do it. The other way is to do it from marketplace to marketplace. So like you can go from Poshmark and one of your listings and then move it to eBay. And it's a relatively easy process. So let me take you through what it looks like when you're moving a listing, say from eBay to Poshmark. I'm going to open up my eBay store, and you're going to see a little circle with some squiggly lines. That is the List Perfectly logo that you want to click. So I click the image of the one I want to use to send to Poshmark, and then I hit copy. This is going to populate all of the information from eBay, and it's going to send it to my Poshmark listing. So you're going to see a Poshmark listing pop up, and it's going to fill in some of the information. The first thing that's going to populate are the pictures, and you just want to check to make sure they're right. And then you're going to see that the title has been populated as well. Now, different platforms use different amounts of characters. So you need to check your title to see if anything is missing. Sometimes the end of the title, if it's too short, will cut off. Your description field will carry over. So whatever you had listed in your eBay description field will populate into your Poshmark listing. Now, that's about the extent of what List Perfectly is going to do when you're moving something from eBay to Poshmark. You might think, well, I don't know if that's worth paying somebody to do, but what I'm going to tell you is if you have moved your listings at all or played around with moving them, you know as well as I do that the bulk portion that takes up time is moving those images, because sometimes you're having to re-download images to then upload them somewhere else, and that can take time. This really cuts that step out completely. And so, yes, you're going to have to manually put in some of the things like your price and your shipping, things that maybe eventually List Perfectly will get around to maybe updating. This is a new service, so it might be something later down the lines they are able to pull into the algorithm and do, but right now they don't have that feature. So as you see, my listing's ready to go to Poshmark. It was very easy, took less than a minute to do. Now let me show you what it looks like to move something from Poshmark to eBay. I found my listing. I'm going to move it to eBay and hit copy again. It's the same process, but just a little bit of a difference for this one. Okay, title looks good, but I always check everything. It updates some of the specifics based on the title like you would normally find in a listing. I do have to change several of the fields manually. So things like category, putting in the condition, putting in the UPC, those things you're going to have to do your own. But as you're seeing, it goes pretty quickly. Pictures look good. Some of the specifics have been filled in automatically, but of course I have to go back in and do some of them that don't populate automatically. And really, as you can see, this doesn't take a lot of time to fill in some of this little stuff. But if I was doing it from the get-go of having to upload those images back and forth, oh my goodness, it takes so much more time. My description's already here. It looks great. I do notice that here I put new without tags, and up there I put new. So I just need to fix that to say new without tags. And just looking through everything to make sure it looks good. I still need to, sorry, just making sure that everything's where it should be. Okay, I need to put in my price. And then I gotta make sure that I fill out shipping details. A lot of this is left from what I typically would do when I'm on eBay. Fill in my dimensions and the weight of package. And it should be good to go. Okay, so just waiting for it to populate. Went through perfectly, and that's done with that. Okay. So next, let's see. Now I'm going to go into my eBay store, and I'm going to show you what it looks like to move a listing from eBay to Mercari. So the same process, I'm looking for what item I want to sell on Mercari as well. Cross post, I click the circle. I decide, okay, I want to ship it. I want to sell it also on Mercari. So I'm going to copy the information. I'm going to pull up my Mercari. You just have to wait. But those images do come over. Images look good. You always want to check. Okay, my product information title actually looks good. They only give you 40 characters, so you always have to watch that. And then I'm just putting in my hashtags. With Mercari, it's a little bit more work, and you're going to see where the work comes in when I get to the bottom, when I have to start doing shipping. But right now I'm just filling in categories, which, Mercari makes it a little bit easier with the categories because it always, gives you suggested things that you can use. It's not picking up that one. Okay, so this is where Mercari can be a little obtrusive, and that is when you're trying to do the shipping. You have to go in and literally put different things in if you're going to charge shipping, and I always do. I do charge shipping. I'm fair about it, but it's just works better for me to do it this way. So I have to go in. I've got to set all this information into the shipping calculator so that it pulls up what I want to use, and of course that's USPS because that's my preferred. So once I do that, and it didn't take that long, but it can be a hassle because it's a little glitchy. The Mercari site is a little glitchy when you're putting in that information. But as you can see, I'm going in, setting my price. I like how Mercari calculates all that for you. And then just list it, and it's easy peasy. So overall, when we're talking about, and looks good, when we're talking about listperfectly.com, I am really excited about this because it is going to save me a ton of time. And I want it to help you in your business and save you some time. So if you want to try it out, you can use code PRO in the home, and it's going to save you 30% off your first month. There are different categories as far as what you can, what levels you can join at. I am using the lowest tier level, and